Hi, it's Rex Sikes, and I promised that I would do a Facebook Live around the hour today, and to provide you with a link to or information about the free course that I want you to have. I'm giving it away, and so we're going to talk about that in just a moment. We'll wait a little bit. I am outdoors with the dogs, trying to keep my eye on them, and so they don't go too far. We're on lockdown here where I am too. Dog parks are no longer a viable alternative, so mostly it's walking around the block. But I wanted to do this this Facebook Live, as I said. I very much hope that if you listen live or watch live, that you will also share this video. And the reason for that is because I'm giving away a program that I know will change your life, and it's an incredible value, and it's absolutely free, and there's no strings attached. I want you to have this because I want to be able to help you help yourself to create your best life ever and to make your dreams come true. So I'm hoping that you not only get the program and use it, because you only help yourself if you apply what you learn and you put it into practice, but that you will share it with other people so they too can get the program, so that they too can benefit. Now, you could go right now to, and I'll give you the easy way to get to my website. It's Idea Seminars. You could go to NLP, that's Now Let's Party, NLP, online, one word, nowletspartyonline.com, and go to How to Change Your Thoughts and Transform Your Life, and click the link. It'll say Learn More, and what will come up is an information page. It'll come up with a video where I talk about the program, and you could read through a description of the program. And at the bottom of the page, it'll say, hey, I want to learn more, and you can click on that, and it'll take you to a separate page. But at any point, if you want, you can go there right now, and you click enroll, or I want to sign up, or whatever it says, on the I think they're green buttons. Then you can go right to the, essentially, checkout page, and it'll say, if you have an account, sign in, and if not, you create an account. You put your email in where it says, and you hit next. You create an account, and that'll give you absolutely free access to the program. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Hi, Deb. How you doing? So I want you to have the program. So you go to the website, you click on the link, you go to the page, you put in your email, and you have access to the program absolutely free, no strings attached. I tell you to read the terms and conditions because it'll tell you about the program. And it's normally $497. It's absolutely free. All the prices waived. You'll see that. And there's no strings attached. The only thing I want to do is I want to limit, hey, Jeff, I want to limit the amount of time people have to enroll. I want to do this while people are self-imposed in home, so that you can take the time to learn while you're at home. Hi, Sue, while you're looking for things to do. So my point is, while I will keep this available for some time, hi. Thanks, Deb, I appreciate that. So I don't have access to a talk window right now. I can't type I don't see what I'm trying to say, the comments. I can't put the link in the comments. If somebody's on my Facebook page, they could copy the link. If they go to my profile, Rex Sikes, right there where I'm talking, and below, and they see the link for the free course, then they could copy the link and put it in the comments window, and that would be great, because I want as many people as possible to benefit from having this program. It's a powerful program. It's how to change your thoughts and transform your life. It has to do with attitude. It has to do with creating yourself and your best life ever. It has to do with managing your mindset and your feelings, and putting into practice your best behaviors. It's creating new habits to overwrite the old habits that have held you back in any way, shape, or form, and to be able to manifest, or to be able to create what you intend to create. And so it's yours. It's free. And all I'm asking is that people spread the word and share the word so that as many people as possible during this self-imposed time of exile in our homes, people can use it to learn valuable skills to move forward in their life. So when the restrictions are relaxed, you can put this into practice, but you can put it into practice immediately in terms of how you live your life and how you go through life. So, hi, Matthew. So please do take the link. If you see it on Facebook, if you see it in any of my groups, feel free to share it near and far, on or off Facebook. Feel free to put it on Twitter or LinkedIn, Instagram. Share it with your friends. It will not be free forever. That's quite true. I mean, I sold it before. I'm going to sell it again. But I want to be able to help as many people as possible right now by giving them a free program. Now, the program has a video. It's go at your own pace. It's video. There's audio. There's a book. There's a manual. There are Q&As. There will be support inside a private Facebook support group that I'll be doing, and we'll do some live videos there, and maybe an additional webinar or two to help you go through this program. So you're not just buying the program, but you're not buying the program. You're getting the program, but you're also getting me, and people pay a lot for this. Well, they pay more if they want to get me, but they pay $500 to get the program. You're going to get it absolutely free. Absolutely free. Absolutely no strings, nothing. And so go and get it. Now, what I keep trying to tell people, because it was confusing for me, is when you click the link, it comes up with if you have an account or sign in. Obviously, if you have an account, you just sign in. That you know what to do. But if this is your first time there and that confuses you, you just put your email address in there and you create a free account. And you click on that, you accept the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions are just, hey, it's copyrighted material. Hi, Daniel. It's copyrighted material, and there's a disclaimer of what the course doesn't do and can't do or won't do, and what your responsibility is, but it's free. Absolutely, totally free. How to change your thoughts and manage your mindset. And I've been a proponent of this for 40-some years. I've been teaching these programs, and around the world, and at a retreat center I used to have for 10 years. And hi, Tony. Hi, Corey. So, but the important thing is to give it away. Pay it forward by giving a free gift to somebody who's important to you. And you can send it in an email. You can tell it to them on the phone. The idea is to empower as many people as possible to start living the way they want to live, to get out of debt if they want to get out of debt, to be happier if they want to be happier, to accelerate their well-being and their health if that's what they choose to do. And I have to check on my dogs. Bailey is behind me. Let's see if you can see her. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her. Hey, thanks. Tony already shared it. Yeah, and keep sharing it for a while. I mean, I want to do it for a limited time because I want people to act. I don't want to say, well, it's free forever. It won't be. I can promise you that. But it's act now. Tell as many people as you want to tell, or as many people as you can in the shortest time as possible. I mean, what else do you have to do? Thank you, Sue. I can see it now. You've got it right there. Thank you, Sue. That is so cool. And there are lots of people that I can't reach. I used to be, members of groups. I've got friends that are part of clubs that I used to belong to, or groups. And I just want to get the word out. So you can help me. Thanks for the like. You can help me. And Sue, thank you so much. You can help me get the word out. You can help put this program into the hands of other people so that they can transform your lives. And I'm going to be really honest and really direct. And that is, because I always am, but the program will do nothing for you. It doesn't do anything. It's just information on video and audio and in books. But taking that information and applying it to your life, hi, William, can transform your life in incredible ways, in powerful, positive, incredible ways. You see, to know and not to do is to not know, and to not do anything with the information you have means that nothing nothing will come about it. People either live by choice and by power and by decision, or they live by default. So if you get the program and do nothing with the program and just, or if you're just passive about it, it's not going to change you. So it's not about the program changing you. It's about you using the program to change yourself. And believe me, it's not difficult and it's not hard. You're not going to have to, grit your teeth and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and apply yourself in a kind of, unless of course you want to. I mean, if you want to, certainly you can. But it can be fun, it can be easy, it can be enjoyable, it can be delightful. You can take it step by step, go at your own pace. Hi, Alexandro. Hey! And good to see you and Jeff here, too, and all the people who are showing up. Thanks for showing up. And I hope that if you're joining me late, you'll go back and watch the beginning of this video, and I hope you will share this video and let other people know that they, too, can benefit from this program. But again, the program doesn't change you. You change as a result of applying the material you learn in the program. And I'm happy to share that with you. I'm happy to help you in whatever way I can. And that's why I want to, during this time, make myself maximally available to you through the program and through the live videos or the webinars that we can do in the private. It's this private, secret Facebook group, a support group for us. I call them pods. It's a place, it'll be a how to change your thoughts group that when you get the program, again, people subscribe to these things. They pay a lot of money to be in these different groups. You're going to get it all free. Absolutely free. So, and I'm not going to take that away from you. Okay? That's what you got. You have access to the group. You have access to the material, so it's yours to use to transform your life. I still own the copyright, obviously, but it's yours. I have to say these silly things. Anyway, Sasha is here at my feet. Bailey's over there in the yard. I'm having a great time. It's an interestingly overcast day. It's semi warm. I'm feeling good. The dog parks are shut down, and so I can't take my beloveds to the place that they enjoy the most. I can take them for a drive. Hi, Kimberly. I can take them for a drive, and that's good. So let's talk about this isolation that we're in. I love it. My life hasn't changed a bit. I obviously can't go to meetings or interact with people in the supermarket or over coffee the way I used to, but essentially nothing has changed. I communicate with my loved ones. I walk my dogs. I work online. I do what I do. Obviously, we're not doing live programs or seminars and things like that. The movie making has been suspended, sadly. And I love doing that. But other than that, I'm the same person. The birds are backing me up. Yay! I hope they're chirping and cheering. I've had some conversations today, and I'd like to point out that Kimberly, homeschool for the kids here. So not. I understand. But and what I'm doing is I'm offering a free program to you so that you can homeschool yourself when the kids are in bed or when you have a moment. So I hope you take advantage of that. This, like hearing a plane is kind of a novel experience now because the amount of air traffic is down. The amount of traffic through the neighborhood is down. This is a time to really tune inside, and find out what you value and what you appreciate. You see, when your programs are taken away from you, when all the outer distractions are taken away, what do you fall back on? See, we live 99% of the time on automatic, unconsciously, without thinking about it. Right now, whether you like it or not, we have the ability and the opportunity, and it really is an opportunity. We get to reevaluate a bunch of things. One is we get to reevaluate our government and our government workers and whether or not we think they're doing a good job or not. We get to evaluate our healthcare system and whether or not it's working for us or not. We get to evaluate our economy and whether it's a good thing our financial structure and whether it's a good thing or a not so good thing. We get to evaluate, who's really doing the work in our society. And I say it's the workers. You need entrepreneurs. Obviously, you need people with vision, but you need workers. And workers should be more than adequately compensated. Because right now, what we're finding is without the garbage people, without the people who do the normal stuff, a lot of things aren't happening, and our economy's being threatened. Money has never trickled down to us. Hi, Jennifer. Money's never trickled down. It works its way up, and sometimes, sadly, it gets caught at the top. Now, listen, I don't want this to be political, and it shouldn't be. We get to evaluate our relationships. We get to evaluate our free time. We get to evaluate what's important to us about us. We get to evaluate whether we think the world sucks or whether we think the world is a wonderful place. We get to evaluate our time. We get to evaluate our jobs. We get to evaluate each and everything that we used to wake up to. We used to wake up and go, oh crap, I got to go to work. I got to do this. And now we're complaining that we can't go to work, or maybe you're happy you can't go to work. So this is a moment where all of the normal programs, for the most part, are suspended. They're put into, kind of a stodgy liquid solution, suspended animation. And we don't know how it's going to pan out. And it could be, a big hoax, or it could be a very serious threat. And we have to consider these things. So you and I, when have we ever gone through this? We've gone through similar things at similar times, but not this. And globally, worldwide, people have to reevaluate everything that's going on and decide, do we want to continue to perpetuate what has been going on? And certainly there are some wonderful practices which we may wish to. Do we want to make changes, and where and how and what will we do in order to make that better? And to go forward in new ways. Hey, you know what? Maybe the economy should collapse. Maybe we should go back to bartering. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. We at one time lived in a world without money. We could, not everybody's going to like that idea, but you know what? If you don't think outside the box, or don't travel outside the box, inside your own head, at least, if you don't are willing to entertain challenging propositions, then you'll always get what you always got. You'll always think the way you always thought. You'll always do what you always did, and you will perpetuate what has been done up until now. And there's two ways people change. They change through catastrophe or crisis. When the rug is pulled out from under them and they have no program, they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to do it, and suddenly they either go, wow, I can't live this way anymore, and they start living for themselves, or they start living for other people. They start getting really stingy, or they start getting really generous. They get really, really negative, or they get really, really positive. But catastrophe or crisis is an opportunity, because suddenly you don't know what to do or how to do it. What was being done isn't being done anymore. And a lot of people will go, I don't want that, and it sucks, and it's hard, and I go, yeah, I agree. But it is what you make it. It is what you perceive it to be. So I liken it to football. Football is a tough, grueling, challenging game where gladiators on both teams come together and literally butt heads and tackle each other. Exactly, Kimberly. It's a time to become stronger. But you don't hear people complaining about playing football. Oh, we hate the refs and we hate the rules and things like that. But the players play the game because it's fun. Oh, and of course they can make tons of money at it. But they play the game because it's fun and it's personally challenging. And you know what? If they come up against a superior opponent and they win, they're like, whoa, we are champions. We've done it. And if they come up against a superior opponent and they get defeated, well, it can suck. It could be bad, but they also know that they have played against the very best. It is like when you get sick and your body needs a rest. Society needs to rest in the same way. Exactly, Sue. Thank you. Yes. See, that's just it. We have to take a pause from everything that's going on, and we have become a society that has to be entertained 24/7. We need our internet, we need our television, we need our phones, we need, we can't live without these things. We need our money, we need our ATMs, we need our banks, we need our, coffee, we need it, we need to rest. We need to take a pause. We need to take a deep breath and learn to do things differently and to do things in new ways. So a football game is a game, and if we take life as a game, then play it well. But some people will say, it sucks, it's hard, I don't like it, I hate it, life is crap, Well, it is how you perceive it to be. And I will say this. Part of the problem with people perceiving it to be bad is because that's what they're conditioned to do. That is their habit. Yep. Sometimes you do need to pause from social media or Facebook amidst all the negativity. There's a lot of it out there. I like to provoke. I like to throw bait out there and see who gets hooked by it. I admit that. I like to stir the pot. Your alarm clock wakes you up in the morning. I want to sound the alarm. I want to call to the alert. I want to say, be vigilant, be aware. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Be a free thinker, be a critical thinker. Don't buy what I say or what the government says or anyone just because of who is saying it or because they are saying it. Think for yourself. Be critical. Look at it, examine it, vet it, find out if it's accurate or not accurate, and then make an informed decision. Don't just be a victim of other people's opinions and then make them your opinions and then spout them like, good little sheeple. Word, I'm in. Think for yourself. And so what my point is when I came into my power, I was a very negative person growing up. I thought the world was against me. My dad used to say, hey, you got a black cloud following you. And I grew up believing that. And I had a crisis around the age of 25 that really opened my eyes. And I've had many since then too, But it really opened my eyes. And I went and I sat down in my apartment after a while, after going through all sorts of drugs and alcohol and you name it, and sat in my apartment and said, I'm not going to move from this place until I am able to move from this place, until I make a transformation inside me, because I was hurting. I was suffering. I mean, we all have, and, my suffering is no better or worse than anybody else's, but for me, I was in horrible pain. I tried to kill myself. I did all sorts of stuff. I sat in a chair, literally, for 6 weeks. Yes, I got up to pee. I got up to eat. I went down to the market to get some groceries, but I would come back and I would sit in this chair and I would put myself in deep hypnotic trance and I would meditate and everything. And during that time, I unlocked for me a secret to transformation that I had never understood or heard or been able to apply before. And I teach that and I share that and I give that to people. And it's part of my mind design programs, and it's all of the stuff that I do, and it's included. Aspects of it are included. I don't think I go into the whole story or any of that stuff. Hi, BJ. Good to have you here. But my point is I was very, very negative. Now, when I came to the Midwest, I used to walk around Los Angeles. People say, "How you doing?" I go, "Fabulous, wonderful, great." And one day, I did that when I moved to the Midwest. One day, somebody, thank you, Kimberly, glad you're here too. Somebody said, "Wow, how are you? I suppose perfect as always." And I thought about that. I thought, wow, that's an interesting perception. They are mad at me for feeling good. And it gave me pause, and I stopped. And so I decided to experiment. So the next time I went out, somebody said, "How you doing?" I said, "Well, the weather sucks. They didn't pick up the trash on time, whatever." I just started to complain. And suddenly I became people's friends. Suddenly I was their companion. I commiserated with them. They could commiserate with me. They could understand me when I was fabulous and wonderful and glorious and great. They didn't know what to do with me. I'm still glad, glorious and wonderful and great. I just complain. And then suddenly I had connections. I had people to have coffee with. I had, stuff to talk about with people. Well, and then that gets pretty addictive too. We complain because we're addicts. And I don't mean to make fun of that because they're serious addictions, but, we complain because it's a habit for us. But my point is that at 25, I transformed. I went from being a person who saw the glass half empty, and everything about life sucked, and I didn't know what I was going to do and couldn't do it. I hadn't always. I also thought I could do anything in the world, and I would be this and that, and none of it seemed to pan out, and I didn't know why and couldn't figure it out. I now know why, But life changed for me. And where I came into my power was when I decided that, you know what, I own this planet. This is my planet. I'm here. God knows if there's a God. God knows if there's more than one time around, or if this is the only one, whether there's anything else or not. I don't care. All right. This is my shot. You know, I'm upright on the perpendicular to the globe, and I'm walking around, and I'm living like I was a victim. I'm living like I don't belong here. I'm living as if I'm a sojourner, a visitor, that it's not my territory. And when I said, you know what, I own this entire planet. Yes, there are other co-owners. And yes, I have to be respectful of their boundaries. But I own this planet. I came into my power. I came into a way of being where I said, you know what? Since it's my planet, I want to make this the most incredible garden paradise that there could be. I mean, you know, if you believe the Bible story, there's a Garden of Eden. That was the way we were intended to live. Well, heck, then let's live it. You know, just because we got kicked out of the garden doesn't mean we can't make our own garden and live it. Well, that garden exists not only in the outer world, it exists in the inner world. Your inside, my inside. So depending on what your point of view is, you either look at the world as, wow, this sucks and it's bad and it, you know, or you look at it like, wow, this is great, this is paradise, I get to do all these incredible things. And if you get to do incredible things and you're happy doing them, hey, life becomes an adventure, it becomes a journey. It's all about exploration anyway, and self-discovery, and finding out what's important to you, and having, as I always say, make your moments magical and make them marvelous. You know, why not? It's your life, right? Create the best life ever. I even have a group called Create the Best Life Ever. My programs are all about creating your best life ever, whether it's Mind Design or my NLP program or how to get people to do what you want or this program or any one of the programs. They all kind of have a little bit to do with each other, but it's about creating your best life. It's about taking the very best of what you have, maximizing it, and using it to have a wonderful life, and not just for you, but for the people around you, so that you can contribute to you and yours. And you know what? If we each did that, if we each made our lives a little bit better, the world would become a better place. If everybody was happy, it'd be a nice world, wouldn't it? It's the fact that some people have lots and lots and lots of shit, money and stuff, and they're not happy. That ought to be a major clue for most of us, but it isn't. So many of us still want what they have. You know, you can't buy health. This is what this leveling is finding out. You can have lots of money, but boy, you know what? If it hits you, you might get the best medical care. But if it's your time, it's your time. Sadly, those that don't get the best medical care will die in larger numbers, most likely. Right? Attitude is everything. Your perception is everything. How you move through the world is based on what you think. Whether you think you can, and you will, or if you think you can't, you most likely won't. So you change your thoughts. You change the way you habitually think and feel from the inside out, and you therefore transform yourself and the world. And you can light 1,000,000 candles off of one candle, but your candle has to be lit first. So join me, won't you, in helping other people light their candles. Join me in making this place a better place. We have the opportunity. We're on pause right now. Hi, Joe. We're on pause right now. Thanks. We get to pause. We get to breathe. We get to recoup. We get to rest. We get to relax. We get to review. We get to reflect. We get to re-engineer. We get to redecide. We get to do so many things. We have an opportunity in front of us in this very moment when some people are complaining about it to transform ourselves and the entire world. And there are going to be those who want us to be scared. They're going to drive us into chaos and confusion further. They're going to obfuscate and obscure and distract and deflect because people in power want to keep their power. And people in power, at least in this country, are only in power because we allowed them to be. When you think about, well, once they get there, they've got tanks and guns and all that kind of stuff. But my point is, you know, we have a representation. Hey, Ray, we have a representational form of government, and they're supposed to be representing us, not their interests or their pocketbooks or their cronies. So now take the time to represent yourself. Take the time to become the best you that you can be. And guess what? You become the best you can be, and your neighbor becomes the best you that she or he can be, or your child becomes the best you that he or she can be. And we keep doing that, and we keep perpetuating that, and we keep spreading it. Well, if the 100th monkey principle is true, then guess what? We reach a tipping point where more people are working on themselves and developing themselves into really wonderful, powerful, positive, productive people, and we transform our world. Call me an optimist, call me, silly, call me whatever you want to call me, but we have an opportunity to do something amazing that may have never been done before. And if you don't think that's possible, then you don't think that's possible. The ones who will change and transform the world are the ones who do think it's possible. Because if you think you can or you think you cannot, you are absolutely correct either way. Think about that. You're absolutely correct. Whatever you decide for yourself is what you decide for yourself. So if you go, you know what, I couldn't do that, you're right. I keep telling people, I could, and it's in my book, it's coming out. My book has been delayed. There's a misspelling on the cover, and I'm trying to get the cover artist to change it, and we're having a little difficulty being in contact during this time. But at any rate, I think in the book I say, I'm Mr. Rumpleman. I like to wear Hawaiian shirts, T-shirts, drawstring pants, blue jeans, flip-flops. I like to be wrinkled. I don't want to wear a three-piece suit. I don't have to wear a three-piece suit. I'd rather be on the beach in a hammock or on the beach or in the water than, at a black tie event. That's just me. Some people, oh man, they look magnificent when they're dressed, to the nines. Me, all right, but I can. But my point is this. And it was a woman who taught me this. I was, I think, 19 years old, and I used to wear, it was probably the height of the disco era, Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Fever, Staying Alive, the Bee Gees, the whole thing. Hey, Bailey girl. And I used to wear, patent leather shoes and these polyester shirts and polyester pants and tight jeans, and everything had to be stylish, and because I was a loser, right? So I thought dressing a certain way made me important. If I had the right shoes, girls would like me, that kind of stuff. And we'd go out to the discos and the bars and the whatever it was. So hi Sherry. I met a woman, and boy, talk about a crisis, a walking crisis. This was a job I took in Bel Air, lived in Bel Air, top of the world kind of thing, money dripping from everywhere, and potentially psychopathic, nutbag, lovely woman. But my point being, it was dangerous, literally dangerous. She ultimately ended up attacking me with the scissors and trying to kill me, and a whole bunch of stuff in this house. And I escaped and got on my motorcycle. She'd broken my glasses and clawed up my face. Okay, hi Lincoln, how you doing? But I got out of there with my life. But what she did was she would say, if you're going to be here, you can't wear these tight clothes. You have to relax. And she brought me home Hawaiian shirts and drawstring pants and sandals and said, put these on. And I felt, like a kept man at that point. I'm going, you can't tell me how to dress. And she goes, not about telling you how to dress. It's that you're so uptight, and just relax, chill out, loosen up, the vibe is. And so I would put them on, and then, we would go out to like flea markets and different things, and I have to wear these, and I felt totally silly. I felt totally stupid. I don't normally dress this way, and, but you know what? After a while, I got used to it, and I found that I liked it, and now you can barely get me out of it. And in my book, I talk about, if tomorrow I dressed you up in Elvis Presley's white sequin suit, jumpsuit, you might go pantsuit. You might say, hey, that's not me, and it would feel uncomfortable. And you'd go, I can't wear this. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me. But you know what? If you wore it long enough, you'd get used to it, because everybody who dresses like a peacock does. The people who are flamboyant dressers, they can do it. You could. You just don't think you can do it. I didn't think I could do it. Hey, Joey. Awesome. So it's perception. It's mindset. Mindset and attitude are everything. You got to know this. It is everything. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. If you don't think you can pull off a dress or a pair of pants or a deal or you walk into a room with confidence, well, then you probably won't. If you think you suck, by God, you will. You got to give yourself a break. You got to cut yourself some slack. You got to relax. You got to stop. You got to stop perpetuating what you always have done in order to make room for something new. I need to close the door. The dog went in and opened the door, and I have a cat inside that I want to remain inside. Join me in the program. We'll do some live videos like this. Hopefully we'll do some webinars where we can do a Q&A, a live Q&A where people can ask questions and have their questions answered. And about the support in the group and a live group, and people can interact and get to know each other. And together we will rise the tide and float the entire boat and uplift each and every one of us and create a wave of positivity that can spread around this world, whether it's a disc or a globe, and can spread around, and help transform the lives of people by putting into practice the principles that I'm sharing with you. And I hope you will take advantage of that today and each day that it is available. Because as I said, it won't always be available. But the program is How to Change Your Thoughts and Transform Your Life. It's available at my Idea Seminars website. The link is there. It's also on my Facebook. My Facebook profile wall. It'll be in my blog at gratitudeactivator.com. There's a post about it there. People who get my newsletter will be appraised of it there. So, enjoy and use the information and the material and the principles and the practices and the exercises and the workbook and everything to change your life. That would be a great reward. It would be truly wonderful that you and I and everyone could be responsible for putting more smiles on more people's faces and lighting more candles around the world, because our candles are lit first. Hi there, how you doing, Tamasika? It's good to see you. Because that's truly what it's about. It's about uplifting and making the world a better place. It's about empowering people. Hey. It's about empowering people to find their power. And now's the perfect time for it. Now, when the whole of everything seems to be on hold, it's the time when you can't have the excuse of, well, I don't have time, because now you got plenty of time, you're home. And two, you can't say, I can't afford it, because you got money. I mean, the program is free. I'm giving it to you. So we'll take that away. You can say, I'm lazy, and that may be true. But if that's how you feel about yourself, well, or I don't like to do programs. Well, if that's how you feel about yourself, I refuse to change. Well, if that's how you feel about yourself, then, pass it along to somebody who wants it and who will do something with it. It's great to see you. It's called How to Change Your Thoughts and Transform Your Life. Now, I'm going to give you a different access to it because you're here. Yeah, how to change your thoughts and transform your life. So here's the access to it because you're here. But the link is literally on my wall on Rex Sikes or Rex Steven Sikes, either of those two profiles. It's also there in the other video because a wonderful woman named Sue Ratley posted it while we were doing the video. I gotta go close this door. But my business is called Ideas Seminars. I've been in business with that name since 1991. I also have Rex Sikes Entertainment and Rex Sikes Productions and stuff. So here's the thing. I have a pointer to my website, which is NLP Online. It's one word, N as in now, the word now, L as in the word let's, P is in the word party, now let's party, see? because we can. Now let's party online, all one word, ONLINE.com. That will take you to the Idea Seminars website. And it'll open up and there'll be a video of me talking, and there'll be my mind design program. I think there's my NLP program. And then it'll say how to change your thoughts and transform your life program. And that's the one I'm making free for you. There's some other... That's the one I'm making free and available. It's normally $500, but it's absolutely free, no strings attached. I want you to give it away to as many people as you possibly can. It's a number of videos, audio, a book, and a manual. You get access to a support group, a Facebook support group where we can do live Q&As and live webinars or videos like this where we can, yes, NLPonline.com, just like that. The difference is that the other link is a direct link to the program, and that is a longer link, and I don't have that link here. So once you get there, if you go and click on the program, what you do is when you click on the program, how to change your thoughts and transform your life, up will come an informational page. There'll be a new video. There'll be stuff you can read. If you got all the way to the bottom, you can click a button that says, I want more information, and go to a second page and read all about the program. But at any point, there are some green bullets around the page that say, you know, I've heard enough, sign me up, or enroll now, or whatever. Just click on one of those. It will take you to the checkout page. Now, the checkout page is simply this. It'll say, it's the account page. It says, if you have an account, sign in. If you don't have an account, create one. I'm looking because the dogs got out and left the door open and the cat's inside. So you create an account, you put your email in, and it'll say next, and you follow the instructions there. You click to that you read the terms, the agreement, and whether or not you want to receive email from me, kind of thing. And the course is absolutely free. It's $4.97. It's zeroed out. It's absolutely free. So you have access to the course, and you have access to we'll put you in the group. You know, once you sign on, we'll tell you how to get into the group. We'll tell you where it is and how to join. So I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy you posted that link, and I wish that I had the other people here so that I could have concluded the discussion with them. But you know what? I guess the universe decided for you and me and them that it was done. Christopher Lockhart, oh my goodness, hello, I am waving to you. How are you? So what I want you to do is go back and listen to this video if you haven't, but primarily go back and listen to the other one that preceded this one that I accidentally, inadvertently ended while trying to show the viewers my dogs. Please share these videos. You know, share the link, share the program. It's a free program. Share it and share the videos, because the video will help people understand the program a little bit. Does that make sense? And you can do that on Facebook. You can do it off Facebook. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it wherever and whenever you are, but just do it, please. That will help me reach as many people as possible. And let's make it go viral. Let's have it go all the way around the globe. Let's see how many people we can reach. Wow, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? We could, right now, in this time of every being shut down and in their homes behind closed doors, be reaching out to them and helping them transform their lives right where they're at. And they don't have to go to a meeting, and they don't have to get in their car. They can transform right in the comfort of their own home by getting out of their comfort zone and applying practices and principles that are proven to help you transform yourself. But as I said in the other video, it won't do it for you. I can't do it for you. I can't change you. I wish I could wave a magic wand and go, there, everything is better. I can't. What we can do, though, is we can apply the information that we get, that I share with you, the knowledge, the principle, the practices. You can do the exercises. You can do the workbook, and you can change yourself. Become the person you've always wanted to be. Do it because you intend to. Do it by determining that you are going to take hold of this opportunity that you've been given to self-isolate and to relax and to renew and to refresh and make yourself more marvelous than you could ever have imagined yourself to be. Surprise and delight yourself in ways that you can't yet even imagine. But you can and you will down the road. Isn't it nice to be surprised wonderfully? Well, what if you could wonderfully surprise yourself with beginning to think and behave and to feel in new ways, and to create the life that you've always wanted, and to have greater wealth, greater health, greater success, greater happiness, more connection in the important relationships that you want, and to thrive in ways that you maybe never have before. Right now, when the world seems to be in upheaval, is the time when new things are born. It's like after the forest fire, new growth emerges. And that's what's happening, and that's what's going on in the world, and that's what can occur inside of each and every one of us if we take hold of the opportunity and we do it now. If you plant the seed and you nurture it, it can grow to fruition. If you don't plant the seed, don't expect to have a crop. So I'm asking you to help me plant seeds in yourselves to change and transform, and to make your moments more magical and marvelous, but also to share it to other people so they can too. And let's create a conspiracy of ecstasy and delight, a conspiracy of joy and happiness, a conspiracy of success and wealth and well-being, and let's make it a happy story with a happy ending. Transform yourself in incredible ways, because you can. The question only is, will you? And with that, I'm Rex Sikes. NLPonline.com is the link here, but if you go to the other video where I explain it, you have the direct link to direct access of the program. I hope you'll do it, and I hope you'll share it, and I hope you make it yours, in that you embody the changes, you keep them, and you keep them for your lifetime. And you make more meaningful moments with all of the people who are important to you. All right? All the best. Much love, peace, blessings. And as I always say at the end of every single blog, celebrate everything. Because everything is truly worth celebrating, even when it doesn't appear to. You see, the football players know it's a game, and so the tougher the game, the better fun they have. Sadly, we don't think of life that way, so when things come up, we think, oh, this sucks, and it's horrible, and it's terrible. It's all a game. That's what goes on up here. Attitude is everything. Perception is everything. How you view it determines what you see. The meaning you give it is what you live from. The decision you make right now determines how you'll spend your next few minutes, your next few hours, and maybe the next few years. Be wise. Decide wisely, and make good, right, positive decisions for yourself. Help me get this word out there, and I love you. Bye for now.